There we go.
Hey guys, and welcome back. This is 2023 World Cup Semi-Pro Field. My name is Todd Ansich. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm from Behind the Bunker Paintball Podcast, and with me I have Mr. Sensi. How are you?
Doing very well this morning.
Did I pronounce it right?
That's correct.
Okay. I wasn't sure if there was an SKI on the end that's silent or anything like that. So nice to have you with us. We had some great paintball action this morning. Were you able to watch any of that?
I caught a few points here and there. Been helping out with our semi-pro team and at the other semi-pro field.
And who do you represent?
GG Sports.
Oh, sorry, the team. So it's GG Factory.
GG
then?
Factory, and GG Sports Park out of Wentzville, Missouri. It's really beautiful facility.
So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have Indianapolis Mutiny taking on Texas Demolition, and on the other side of that, we got Royal City Seadogs taking on LVL. So here we go.
Mutiny digging out to the snake corner and making it. That is really fortunate. See, they now have the snake to themselves. Otherwise, 5-on-5 paintball. Clean and oh yeah, Mutiny going right into the 50 brick and just adding pressure. Demolition throwing some bounce shots off of the snake 4, trying to hit him in the back, but looks like they're just going wide.
All right,
Second Mutiny player coming out of the backhand to support him.
All right, so we have.
Can't quite tell who that is in the snake for Mutiny, but Demolition doing a real nice job living with all of this pressure being applied.
Oh, so major penalty called on Mutiny. Referee was not happy about that one. Vigorously pulling out 3 bodies. That's going to leave.
And that's going to swing the entire field.
Wow. The snake just turned on its no vacancy or vacancy sign.
Yeah.
Rates are being dropped right now.
Trying to see who that is who made the fill. I don't think anybody saw him make the fill into the snake.
Ooh. Didn't get him.
And he is getting shot at from his own Dorito corner.
Yeah, that was Mutiny almost needs to cut their loss at this point, towel it, and regroup.
But Demolition will still hang this. This is a fast field. It's been fast from everything I've watched today.
So far, I mean, there's been a couple slow points, and the way Demolition was playing this morning, they're playing the field slow, but I will agree, most of the points are coming out quick. And it's to the point where you lose your first or second body and you're done. Lately, it's not been that way, but for the first half of the day, that was unfortunately the case.
In the, I believe it was a 2-on-5. One of the Mutiny players came all the way up into the 50 snake and had a second to turn the field. If he had hit that shot on the snake, now he has free range on this side of the field and is going to shoot 2 more players in the back.
And we've seen that today. We've seen 5-on-2s. People losing 5-on-2 matches. And that's by mostly the snake today.
It's somebody filling in and shooting people without them seeing it.
Yeah.
It's not people running down the field and just throwing away their bodies.
If you're looking for an aggressive point, the other thing that was working for people is coming up the gut. People are just coming down the middle and slicing them, and it's been great. So,
the center does seem to be pretty soft out there today. I'm just seeing a lot of heads-up paintball.
Yep.
Very few people trying to play the backside cross, and so that usually means in just a wide-open center.
Yeah.
But with the big, just the bunkers being wide, big Doritos, wings, you're even up in there. It's tough to find packs.
Yep, absolutely.
We have Seadogs on our left, and who's on our right?
LVL.
LVL, and losing their snake runner on the break, so great shooting by the Seadogs. No surprise there.
Now into the snakes.
They're low-key one of the top teams in semi-pro right now. I think they're 6th on the year.
5th right now. LVL loses another player on the Dorito side. Seadogs had a great first point this morning, winning convincingly. Same with LVL, had a good point or good match. Just we saw them on the field not too long ago.
So Seadogs in the snake. I think that might be Rizzardo. Hard to tell.
It looks like it. Seadogs are one of those teams too, where even if they're down on bodies, you can't count them out. Looks like they lose Ryan Chandler for the Seadogs out of the middle.
So it's now a 4-on-3 in favor of the Seadogs. But Seadogs have the snake, but I don't think he knows it. I don't think he knows he's in there by himself because he's playing like there's a wire.
I can hear him communicating with this player behind him, but you're right. I don't think he's. Okay, there we go.
He has the count. He just doesn't know where they're at.
Yeah.
This level player is looking to try and at least make a move outside to help.
He's really pushing that plane of that can to try to monopolize his shots on the snake side. Seadogs now move into the snake as well. Second player.
It does look like Leveler's throwing some bounce shots at the snake. Oh, and he does catch him just after the fill. So now he knows what's going on.
It looks like it's a 4-on-3
just bounced him in his arm. Level is now playing 2-on-4 out of the snake corner and Dorito side can. And Seadogs starting to add more pressure on the snake side. I'd like to see the Dorito player for the Seadogs, help out a little bit here. It appears he's still just sitting in that first Dorito.
We haven't really seen a lot of when we see the Doritos, it's either a push or it's they're holding. There's not a slow, methodical move up. It's usually a rundown, which is disappointing because I'd like to see more, but I think it's that 50, all that coverage of the bricks of the 50. Mm-hmm. It's kind of hard to play the Doritos as they're normally played.
Yeah, I think that if that Dorito player just started blind shooting at the Dorito side can right now, he would pick him up.
Yeah.
He's having to play super tight into that spot, and cans are not big. They feel big, but and he gets shot by the can. So now it's a 3-on-2. Oh, 3-on-1. Out of the snake corner.
So LVL does have snake corner now. Bad bunker to be in as the last player, unfortunately.
But I haven't heard a count call from the Seadogs in a minute. Okay.
Towel being called by LVL. Good decision. Save that time. That's going to give the first point to Seadogs.
Yeah, I might have argued for that a few seconds sooner.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 1-on-3. They have the full spread.
And
he's playing 2-on-1 on this side out of small. If it was maybe a 1-on-2, where he could win a 1-on-1 and maybe flip the field a little bit.
If the last body is alive in the Doritos, or certainly alive in the snake, we've seen that have some success. But when you're in such a small bunker in the corner with those angles coming down at you, you might as well. I mean, I don't care who you are, you're not surviving there.
Yeah, gunfighting out of a tiny cake is not where you want to be.
No. So thank you guys for joining us, guys. This is World Cup 2023 here. We're in Kissimmee, Florida. I can see the Gaylord Palms just over here behind us. Fields are beautiful. Weather is warm. We've got paintball. We've got Texas Demolition and Indianapolis on the field right now.
5-on-5. Again, Mutiny making it wide on the break. Big advantage on this field to be wide on the snake side.
Yes, sir. And I still see 5 on both sides. So here we go. We have our first move by Mutiny heading towards the snake. Seems a lot of times if you're the first in the snake, you can get a couple quick kills. Mm-hmm. You can see all the paint breaking on the bunkers around him. He's got at least 2 bodies shooting at him.
Yeah, they're throwing a bounce shot across field off of that snake 4 wedge.
Okay, here we go. All eyes on the snake.
I don't believe.
We have Demolition. Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't know Demolition's there.
Yes, his back player's calling it.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah. He just gave him a thumbs up.
And Demolition has no protection of his snake player along the wire.
Yeah. See if he recognizes it, but there's no paint coming across.
Would love to see Mutiny go up, make that bump, and move into the next bunker, but he lost his window now. That demo player does know he's in the snake. Bumps
He's going to
back.
try and snap shoot him right here. Is he? No. I thought he made that move backwards so that he
the
could try
only
and snap shoot
concern
him.
is for him is his shadow
Mutiny
was
taking
visible.
another penalty.
Here comes Mutiny run through.
Clean. Gets one. Still clean.
Yeah.
Excellent move. There's two.
Yeah.
So even I think it's J-Mac getting shot out of the 50 snake. But they still all right, that's 1, 2, 3. 3 bodies walking up, so I do believe it's a 2-on-2.
Yeah, not a place you want is those guys in your field. But
And J-Mac just got another penalty, so this point will go to Texas Demo no matter what.
So they need to pull another penalty.
Who's going to be the snake player right here? So the best he can do, it's a 3-on-1, and the snake players can't see the center brick right here. I don't know why he hasn't shot him in the back.
Okay, so the ref couldn't get to the player in time to pull him, but he did get shot out.
So that's 2 minor penalties. So we've played 2 points, and I think Mutiny's only lost 2-3 players as per getting shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
They've had 4 bodies pulled, 2 minors and a major. So the difference in that.
So coming back on the field, we're going to have Royal City Seadogs and LVL.
In terms of on-field paintball, right now Mutiny is outplaying them. But you get shot, you can't keep going. Just got to trust your teammates in the positions they're in. It's not their front guys getting penalties; it's the back guys.
Yep. Yep.
You can't take a talking minor when you're in their snake.
Referees, I will say, are on fire, and I do enjoy the head ref. He's got pockets sewn into his shorts for his flags. Do you see that?
Those look like full custom jobs.
Yeah, they are brilliant, and I will give him 100% props on that. Yeah, and it's getting nice outside. Like, it's beautiful. You know, we are luckily in the shade. It's about 1,000,000 degrees right now.
Oh, it's what, 80, 70? No, 72%. We're at 82 degrees right now. So in my opinion, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It is. I shouldn't complain.
And back home, it's 62 and raining.
Oh,
so
Seadogs trip over each other on their breakout there.
But they all live.
Yeah.
And Level going and Level going to get a minor. He got shot going into the snake corner on the break. So
minor being called. Oh, sorry, was it a minor?
And another minor.
It was a minor, another
Refs
one.
I don't necessarily want to call it flag happy
because
it does appear to people getting shot.
Seadogs don't even need to shoot their guns. Their LVL's just
Level should blow this.
Yeah, and they did.
You know, that's at the far end, so you're watching the opposing. If you're watching and you saw you got 2 minors, you know there's 4 bodies dead minimum, and you can still see all 5 of the Seadogs players.
It's no brainer.
Yeah,
no brainer. Have you had an opportunity to look at any of the vendors yet?
You know, as you walk on your way in, I poke my head in places, say hi to the people I know, and go from there.
It's a distraction. I can't walk from here to the end without at least stopping in 1 or 2 booths, and certainly stopping to chat with a couple of people.
Well, I mean, you've been in the sport for what, 30 years?
A while, yeah.
That's the early 90s, mid 90s.
Mm-hmm.
So you know a lot of people at these events.
I will tell you. I know it might not be everybody's forte, but there's a booth over there. It's a paintball museum, and if you have a chance to go in there, they've got a marker from 1950 something.
Jeez.
One of the original ones that they were. You got to remember that paintball devised from tree marking and cattle marking guns.
In the Forestry Service.
Yeah, exactly. So they have one of those from the 50s. It's pretty neat to
That's
look
cool.
at. Plus, they have all kinds of things. They have they have the dies that they use to make the first autocockers. Like, just weird things. The more I go in there, the more I find neat things.
That is cool.
Yeah,
so
you'll have to check.
Give it a visit if you're here.
All
right, so we got Demolition coming out on the right. They are up 2-0, but Indianapolis is doing them a lot of favors right now.
Yeah, Great pit cams here. You can see Nolan Storer there from Exalt, from the Seadogs, getting ready to head out on his next point.
No one's apologizing to referees right now.
Good for Nolan apologizing to the refs.
That's so Canadian.
It is. It is.
All
So
right. Wow,
Indiana,
what a breakout for Indianapolis Mutiny. All the way to the Snake 3 on the break. And Mutiny with another minor. So that's 3 bodies walking out. They do have the Snake, so they do have a shot here. But he's got to pick up a kill real quick. So it is now a 1-on-4. And that'll do it.
Mutiny players are just dropping like flies here. What is going on? Good on Demo for getting down that field.
Yeah, that breakout happened and that minor happened so fast. There's no way the players on Demolition right now know that all 5 are eliminated. They shot 1 on the break.
Yeah.
And they also had a minor. So that's 3 bodies.
I have
And the one
to
that got
say,
shot on the break wasn't the one that got the minor. I think J-Mac got hit in the pack as well, coming across from the home bunker to the Snake side can on a quick secondary. I may have seen that incorrectly.
You've been watching some of the games this morning as well, so maybe you can back me up on this. But I will say the referees are on the penalties, but I'm not saying that they're nailing people, but they're not overzealous. Like,
No,
I haven't seen
no.
false penalties. What I'm saying is these players, like it, the refs are on it. If you guys are trying it, they're on it.
Yeah.
So
they're being very disciplined with their calls.
yeah, and it's first day. You have to be. There's a lot of cash money prizes on the line here too.
Biggest payout ever, I think.
So LVL on the right, down by 2. Will they be able to get a point here against the Seadogs?
It
Penalties
is
have riddled
5
them.
on 5. The secondary to the Snake for level working out for him.
So Seadogs in the Snake, shooting inside. LVL positioned to get in the Snake.
We are roughly mirrored up. But
Oh, they did
the
take an LVL
Snake
out.
tower getting shot by level. But I don't think anybody has seen the level get into the Snake. There's no paint coming in on him.
Yeah, and I didn't
He
hear
would
the
get-
call yet. This is going to be bad news. Seadogs move up.
There's
gets
one.
Clopped by LVL player. Seadogs
Let's see
do
if
key up
Rizzardo-
on it. Will
does
Rizzardo
Rizzardo hear
get
him? And take the trade.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I wish Rizzardo would have jumped on him, but where would he have gone? He would have ran right into the fire of
Or you just-
LVL.
if you just dove and shot at the
Yeah.
same time, maybe he gets
Yeah.
lucky and
We saw that happen today, and the guy missed. Yeah, I kid you not. And he sent quite a bit of paint in there as well. So body count, we're all over now.
yeah. I've got 2 or 3 bodies on 4 bodies in favor of Seadogs.
Okay. Yeah, I think they've only lost the one so far. I think you're right.
And I think it's Joe Biondo moving into the Snake for LVL. So we have, and they now know. Yeah, Seadogs really seem to like playing cross out of the Dorito one. Just applying pressure this way. And on that side of the field, it is slightly higher. So maybe just a skosh of an advantage just with that paint dropping in. Let's see if I can find the 3rd body for level. Maybe the Dorito 2? I'm blocked out by the Dorito side
Yeah, it could be.
tower.
It could be.
But the
But
Seadogs are shooting it.
The Seadogs are playing right now like there is still 5 LVL players, but they are up 2 points.
They know they
anyways
shot
in
at
this
least
match.
one.
Yeah, so they're playing the clock. Let's be honest, right? Like, they're not running down that field. They don't need to. It's up to LVL right now to score 2 points. We just rounded out the 9-minute mark, so still lots of time. But again, a 2-point advantage is a 2-point advantage.
Let's see, is this who's in here for the Seadogs? They are now in Snake 1 and Snake 4. So they can absolutely bully the side of the field.
So it looks like Seadogs player.
And somebody's shooting the
We lose
the
an LVL
Dorito
player.
out of the Dorito 2 out of the level.
Level fills it up. So it looks like we have Rizzardo up at the 50 snake now with Mark Alikowski backing him up, but looking inside. There is nothing to... the LVL does have a snake body, sorry.
They have a snake body, and they have a Dorito 1, and that is it.
But LVL are playing like they've got the time and point advantage right now.
See, and even with the pod throw there, the level player should know that bunkering a player is for a trade is a bad move.
Yeah. Down
bodies. You put your friend into a 1-on-3.
The LVL is looking for a move here. He knows he's got to get up the field. He's looking for it.
I actually think it's on the Dorito side right now. I don't know who's containing their Dorito 1 player. It doesn't look like there's pressure being applied at all.
I think what the Seadogs are doing is just baiting.
Oh, they absolutely are.
And it's,
with whoever's in the snake, sorry, can't
Rizzardo.
tell. Is it Rizzardo?
I believe
he
so.
just threw a full pod at the 50s brick, trying to make the snake player think he was in there.
You'd be surprised how many times that's worked, but yes, you're right.
So with the Dorito 1 sitting cross, there's almost no way he wins an exchange.
Oh, LVL moved over to the tape side. Mark's not looking at the tape side. He's looking inside. Could this be an opportunity for LVL to bump up? If he does, Rizzardo's got his gun up. If he goes past the 50. So, again, they're just waiting out the time right now.
The level player that was in the Dorito 1 moved to the Dorito side inset tower, giving up the wire.
Can you see down the wire from Dorito 1, or the 50 bricks blocking them out?
You can some. The 50 brick is set inside by 2 grids.
Yep.
And there's the lay-down juice boxes there, so you can't see the full wire, but you can definitely see the bunkers.
Bumping up.
And if your bunker moves, and he gets a shot on the Dorito 1, does that bounce off of him?
And he's moved up at the same time.
It did bounce him. Wow.
So LVL player at the 50 right now.
Oh,
and making a bump up the...
Okay. If he takes a trade here...
Watch this at the 50. Rizzardo's posed up on him.
So I believe
does the LVL player know?
2? It's a 2-on-2. He's going to take...
He's going to go around and go up.
Oh, wow. What a development here.
Yeah.
What excellent play. Just the tactical retreat, falling behind a bunker, and getting a kill on Derek Welts, maybe, with the teal strap. So now it is
LVL
a
player down the field. Is he the only body left on his team?
He might be the only body. He's the only body left on Snake side, that's for sure. But his buddy on levels walking off.
There's no need to towel it for Seadogs, so they want to burn that clock.
I believe that's Joe Biondo just having a point. Getting a little lucky here and there, but sometimes that's how it goes. What great field work.
Yeah, LVL had the trap set on them, but they were able to get past it.
Well, that's why taking a trade, low body situation.
Yep.
Not always a great idea, so that was excellent field work there.
Yeah, well done.
Knowing that was going to come, retreat, catch the... They're still up, or Seadogs are still up, but 5:23 in the match. It's anybody's game. Now we're into Demolition and Mutiny coming back out.
Yeah, Mutiny down by 3.
What's the over-under on penalties this point? 1.5?
Yeah. I wonder how many people are betting this weekend. Now that they've got...
over in Colorado.
Betfred, I think it is, in Colorado. I wonder, can you use a VPN to say you're in Colorado?
It is something that is possible.
Yes.
But not necessarily within the law.
Good on all you Colorado people who can bet
so Mutiny going for it again. What a dig. He makes it in.
Oh, wow.
Shooting one, so it's now 5 on 4
with penalties
Mutiny.
here right now.
They are pounding. Oh, there's one penalty for Mutiny. So it's now 3 on 4. Mutiny just crushing people through the center, though. So 3 on 3. There's another one
here.
And wow. Mutiny able to survive that minor thanks to some excellent moves through the center.
Wow. Well, that's definitely a good way to get a point on the board. Your first point on the board.
Yeah. I mean, from a paintball perspective, Mutiny does appear to be outplaying Demolition. Mutiny has run wide on the break every point, both to the snake and the corner. And Demolition hasn't been able to put paint on that player. And you should be able to understand by now that, hey, they're going to want to push that side, shift a gun, apply more pressure.
A lot of great camera angles this event. I saw drones in the air. We saw footage. We've seen pit cams. Nice to see.
Yeah, super stoked for all of that.
So Seadogs taking the field. You can see on the screen there. LVL needs another point to tie it up. Are they going to be able to do it?
Snake on the break. He's clean, so they have advantage. Immediately looks back to talk to
We
his buddy.
lose an LVL player. It looked like that was from the Dorito side.
If I had to guess, it was out of the Dorito can. I know it's tough to see right here. I have a big tower in my way.
Yeah.
But with level in the Dorito 1, the home, the snake can, and I believe the snake insert, there's not too many other choices out there.
No. But that snake insert's going to get himself in. There you go.
Good job for him, neutralizing that a little bit. Oh, but did he? Okay.
Clean, yep.
Well,
and now he goes for the crawl into the snake.
and Chandler coming out to the corner, helping his buddy out. And Level maybe taking a bounce on his way out to the corner. Referee's in there and calling him out.
So we're a 5-on-4 for sure.
5-on-3.
5-on-3 now?
Yep,
Okay.
the Dorito can and then the corner.
5
and
on
now
2.
the snake is out, and with, I mean, don't get me wrong. The way that last point went between these two teams, I guess you got to give your 2-on-5 a shot.
Yeah.
But
So-
they're not going to this time.
Nope, towel being called. So let's look at this here. So Seadogs are going to be 3-1 with 4 minutes left. Still winnable.
Yeah, on this field.
With this talent of player, so it's not game over. If we're
Right.
watching D5, it might be a different story. But
If
I
I'm
think
the Level coach, I might start taking ground on the Dorito side. We haven't done it yet this match. We're down a couple points. There's enough time, but I need them fast. And we've tried to take ground on the snake side before. Just kind of, throw the old rope-a-dope at them.
But I think I would, if it was me, I would try sending 2 snake. LVL hasn't done anything snake side. We haven't seen much presence from them. We've seen ones, sure. But if you sent 2 up there and put some pressure on the snake, I don't know. And I think if you can get into the 50 snake and shoot cross and get those Seadogs out of the middle, we'll see.
Demolition on our right. Losing 2 on the break.
What is
Dorito
going on
1 getting
again?
shot on the break, and the snake can getting shot on his first engagement. Now, Mutiny again in the snake early.
Yeah,
This
we
is
still got
again.
5 alive for them.
Yup. With Mutiny running wide every single point, Demolition has to do something about that. He is varying his route, but this is not a hey, we have 1 shooter at him. They need 2 or 3 guns.
Yeah. Mutiny's also down on points here.
Right.
We're not concerned with the time so much right now.
And it's 2 points in 7 minutes.
Yeah.
A lot of time. So Demolition with a center wedge. The Dorito 1 and the snake side can. And I can't really tell where Mutiny is other than the snake 3
Lose another
and the
Mutiny
snake
player
insert.
out of the Dorito.
So 3-on-3 now. But again, Mutiny has the snake. And he is gunfighting left and right.
Yeah, I would like him to slow it down a bit, but on the same token, he is low on points.
Well, it doesn't look like Demolition is throwing that bounce shot across field anymore. He could go. Oh, he's trying to gunfight the center brick.
Yeah.
He could still go underneath the gun and come out on the backside of the 50 here.
Yeah, the snake player is
Where'd that
playing
brick end
pretty
up at?
fast and loose for Mutiny. Hopefully he
Where
knows
did
what
he-
he's doing here.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
There. Okay, so Mutiny opened it up down the center of the field. Takes 1, takes 2.
Yeah, don't get a penalty there.
Yeah.
So now 2-on-2, though. 2-on-1 with a 100. 3-1.
Snake player better not walk into the drill. He knows he's there. There.
Yeah.
Well done. There you go. Get him, get him, get
If
him.
anything, throw him off the can right there. But
Yeah.
does get a shot on him.
Yeah. So well done by Mutiny. That's going to get them up to at least a 3-on-2 now.
1 point with 6 minutes.
Yeah.
This is
The way
right
they're
now.
playing now.
And
They've had a
I
hard
believe our
rollout.
first penalty-free point for this
Yeah,
match.
Knock on wood.
5 points in. Demolition got one, I believe, in the second or third point.
Yeah.
Back out here.
All right, so coming back on the field, Royal City Seadogs on your left, LVL on your right. LVL's been looking, they've been looking good. Seadogs better, obviously, but LVL, I still think they have it in them to get at least another point here.
Yeah, they're not new to this division.
No.
This is not levels. The players on levels. It's not their first year in semi-pro. But there's just a lot of experience on Seadogs. Like, a lot of experience.
Well, they're Canadian, so like that's a third better, right? With the exchange rate. All right, so
So
into the
level
snake,
does
both
extend
goes.
on the snake. And they make it. So 5-on-5. It's Hollowell. He's got some. If that is
So there's
Hollowell,
Hollowell
he
again,
has
number
played in the pro
27.
division before. Oh, but Seadogs shooting 2 players out of the back spots. And Seadogs do know he's in there. I think that's Rizzardo in the snake. I think Garrett Baldwin. Is that Garrett? In this that just filled out to the snake corner? Another guy with pro experience.
So we have Hollowell number
Oh,
27
and
for
Mutiny
LVL
might be
doing
grabbing,
well.
or
I
excuse me,
predicted him going
have it
or
now.
them going into the snake.
Seadogs
at least
might be
that
grabbing
worked,
a
but I'm
penalty.
seeing
But
minor
no,
penalty
Demolition.
being called on LVL.
See, here I am.
2 of them.
I think so. Level getting a minor there.
But the game
it
continues
is
here.
now a
Hollowell is going to do
1
some
on
chopping down if
3,
he
1 on
if he gets
4.
his way.
All that happened real quick.
Yeah, watch this. Nicely
What a move.
played. Well done.
As
Towel being called.
beautiful little sneaky sneak. Yeah. Rizzardo laughing as he wats off.
Yeah, but those are great. Like, no disrespect to Hollowell. No
Yeah, that was not a
disrespect to Hollowell,
disrespectful
but like
laugh.
that's awesome, right?
I think it was like a, I can't believe I just did that
Yeah.
sort of.
Yeah. How many times in your career have you come down the paintball field and put your head out and looked and went, "What is he doing there?" And you'd shoot him and you go, "That was awesome." Yeah. And same with Hollowell. I mean, he's going to go, where'd that come from? Yeah. But well played. I mean, I'm loving watching this caliber of paintball today. It's great. And if you guys are just tuning in, this is the semi-pro division here, brought to you by Major League Paintball in Kissimmee, Florida, for World Cup.
So Mutiny going
2023.
short for the first time this match.
Oh, we lose a
They
Mutiny
do
player.
shoot Demolition out of the snake side can.
Or sorry, demo out of the yeah. And it wasn't a penalty either.
But here, hang on.
Oh, I said that too soon.
Here we are. So the center tower, snake side tower for Demolition getting hit on the loader and getting a minor. So doors wide open for Mutiny to tie it up here. He's in their snake 4, and he's looking for free kills.
And Mutiny just
And he
coming down
does
that
pick up-
field there, ripping a
That
hole in the
referee
middle.
really thinks he got shot,
And
but nothing. Yeah, go ahead. You guys got lots of time. Give him a good check.
yeah. Yeah, and towel. Oh, was that a towel or was that the button?
That was the button, I believe.
Yeah, I would have said just hang the towel, get those couple
Well,
extra seconds back.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
it
it's
doesn't
3-3,
matter.
5 minutes. That was a quick point.
Yeah, basically it's going to be next person or next team that wins. It's going to be it's going to make or break that, I think.
I'm enjoying the back and forth.
What, our conversation? I appreciate that. It's nice to talk to you too. It's rapport is the word I'm looking for. Yeah, I still say someone needs to manufacture those pants for the refs with the
Oh yeah, some
you know-
referee specific, maybe a little extra padding, like straight in the front of the thighs.
Yep.
More venting in the back. Though you get
jerseys,
shot
ref
plenty in the
jerseys
back.
with kidney protection. That to me is a big one.
Built-in, like chest fan.
Yeah,
Like we used to have them in the visors.
underarm to the waist padding. You know, when you're running in.
So
All right.
level, extending to the snake again, varying up the route, going in front of the insert.
But
Seadogs
Seadogs not even in the snake.
Hollowell applying a lot of pressure now.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that idea because Hollowell has in the past done really well by himself in the snake.
He needs to just not over a gunfight and let his teammates help him out now.
But again, if you look at the scoreboard.
And again, they are throwing the bounce shot off the front of the Snake 4.
Yeah. Oh, we may lose our first Seadogs here when we lose him out of the corner. Hollowell's going to wrap on the can.
He is producing. So that is one for Hollowell for sure.
Yeah, but he's getting a bounce shot coming across from the Dorito side.
Yeah, it's the Dorito side can't throw him off the front of the Snake 4, and he's just hoping to catch a pack.
Oh, he got him.
And he did shoot him.
I think he hit the Seadog player there. I'm not 100% sure, but I thought I saw something.
Well, that referee on the ground right there is looking at it.
Yeah, that's true. So maybe it was just off the bunker. So, LVL filling the snake again.
And oh, no, he did. You were right. He did get touched.
And it was
a minor. Broke, and so Seadog's getting a minor.
Yeah. Looks like Ryan filled that position.
So it looks, and that is now that's at least 4 bodies.
Looks like there's down to one.
It's just, I think, Ryan Chantler out there, and he is getting shot. So level up, going to go and hang this flag with 1:30 left.
Yep.
So time is an issue.
And congrats again to Ryan Chantler from last event, winning the Move the Event award. He did that all on his own. Good for him.
Yeah, 1:15, 1:17 left in that match. We might see some fireworks on the break.
Yeah.
This one 3-3. This one might turn into a grinder.
So
be alive, don't get penalties.
Came into that point with a defensive tone.
Mm-hmm.
Had they have sent their DeVito guy or their snake guy and done their
honestly,
I think they would have taken it.
Either,
right? But I think had they have sent that snake presence in, they would have kept Hollowell down.
Yes, absolutely.
But I understand they're down on they're up on points, down on time. So coming back,
it's real hard on this field to play defense. Just super hard to play defense.
Yeah, there are so many pockets that you can get up that field and find those spots to kind of sneak your way up. So Demolition on your right,
digging out to the snake corner, coming all the way around the corner to the snake 1.
It was a long way to get there, but he got there.
So we are 5-on-5. No. Oh, and a minor. So they are now 2 minors. 2 separate minors.
Yeah.
So it is now a 1-on-5,
Would you towel?
Presumably.
Absolutely.
Free kill. And another minor on Mutiny. So it is now a 1-on-3. 1-on-1.
Oh.
1, 2, 3. No, 1-on-2. 1-on-2.
Yeah.
50 snake against a
Glad I didn't
Dorito
towel
1. Does he get the shot here? Living on the edge there, letting a blind shot come in, so that is Mutiny's point. Mutiny getting fired up. He's getting fired up.
He is very sad.
Nevius in paintball jail over there for this first match. Giving his buddies.
What happened on that first? Oh, did you watch that?
I didn't watch it, but they did tell me about it.
Yeah.
Travis Newsom had told Josh that they're bonus balling Travis, so Josh had the opportunity to give them a bonus ball or two, and he did, and he got caught by the refs.
Yeah.
So, and we know the refs aren't having it today.
No, they are.
The refs are not having it at all.
Ever since the NXL initiated commission for refs on flags.
Oh,
I am kidding people at home, Jesus, but yeah, no, wouldn't that be something?
I mean, they're calling it tight both ways.
Yes, they
I think Demolition has 4 or 5 penalties of their own.
Yep. All right, LVL back up here with a deficit of 2 points with 1:17. Let's see if Seadogs do something a little aggressive. Or are they going to just
curious if they shoot for the snake again?
LVL was laying for it, yeah.
And it is 5-on-5 as of right now. Hollowell making the snake on the break.
Hollowell back into the snake, running right up, looking cross field at the Doritos. 60 seconds left on the clock.
And now 5 on 4.
We
Hollowell has the ball here.
Do you hear the amount of rate of fire that just went up?
Yep.
This is going to
be your gun somewhere.
Yeah.
The rest of level, the Dorito side, the center just need to start pressing up the field. You're down 2 points. You've got 40 seconds.
Yeah.
You just...
Yeah, maybe they can get this point, but at this point, like with 30 seconds left, it's not going to leave them anything for a second.
Hollowell is shooting at half an inch of a Dorito 1. He should cross.
Yeah.
Right? Like at this point, and he's going to retreat.
So we're
I know he knows his shots.
Now.
He knows his angles.
He does.
But 20 seconds.
And we do lose a Seadogs player. But I don't see any LVL past the 50 yet, do you? I see them at the 50.
Nope.
Oh, now they're crossing on the Dorito side. But getting called out. 7 seconds left.
Yeah, that'll be the match. So congratulations to Royal City.
Game stopped. No points. Game finished.
All right, so Texas Demo trailing by 1.
A lot of time left.
Yeah,
4:30.
4.5 minutes. So at least that finishes the Royal City Seadogs and LVL game.
So now we have 2 minutes in between points, which, in my opinion, is actually harder than the full 1 minute plus a point.
Yeah, well, the worst is when a team hangs the flag with 10 seconds left on the clock, and then you've got a minute plus their 10. That sucks.
So Mutiny going to the snake insert, the snake tower, snake can home, and the Dorito can. So conservative for them.
Yeah.
Very conservative.
Demo losing the first player out of the snake.
So 5 on 4 in favor of Mutiny. Mutiny pressing the center a little bit here, but getting chewed up.
Yeah.
So 4 on 4 now. And Mutiny's bottled up a little bit. And with a Demolition player in the center, and somebody's getting a minor on Mutiny. Perhaps a talking minor. Because I don't think that snake player got shot.
Demo up to the 50 snake. Wrapping down the tape now, looking on the inside. Looking to see if he can get that can.
So now it's trying to find that. Oh, there. Okay, so it's the 2 cans and losing the Dorito can on the. So now 1 on 3 or 4.
Demo crossing the 50.
They're looking for him. He doesn't know.
Oh, and he's going to get
free
roasted.
kill.
Yeah. That's not good for anybody.
So still 1 on 2 or 3. Demolition has.
Well, they're crossing the 50 again. Here comes a run up. Lots of paint coming at him. Is he going to defend himself? Okay, no, that was it.
That was it.
So that leaves at least 2.
Yeah.
3.
And this is definitely a point where you want to take the extra 2 seconds and look at your player.
100%.
There's a dirty hang here.
Yep, 100%.
Still 3 minutes on the clock.
And that gives us 2 minutes between points. So World Cup 2023, huh? Almost 800 teams.
800?
It was 700 and something I checked, and that was 2 days ago.
Yeah, I'm always curious how many unique players play the events.
Well, you're unique.
Well, thanks. What I mean is
not much of a player, but sorry.
Yeah, there are players out here that will play X-ball with one team and then play Mound 7-man and Mechanical 10-man.
Yeah.
So those might be 3 separate teams, but it's one player. So I'm curious to know what the player count is.
Yeah. I always enjoy walking around the facility on Saturdays because there's just so many people here.
Saturdays are nuts.
If you guys have never been to a World Cup or even an NXL event, it's a must. If you get one in your state or anywhere close to you, you should definitely check it out. And I'm excited for Las Vegas, the first event.
Yeah, I was going to say, the first event and World Cup, whether the first event's here in Florida, as it has been the last 2 seasons, or Vegas, it's always everybody's ready to go. You know, you got fresh legs, fresh mindset, new year, ready to go.
Well, not only
And
is
they're
the
in cool
first
spots.
event in Las Vegas, but they now have the Summit Awards, which are going to happen on the Sunday night.
Okay.
And then they're going to have the Summit Industry Conference on the Monday, Tuesday. So you have more industry people down, more field owners, more store owners, staff, watching the tournament and then staying for the tech classes, the show, the trade show, the dealers. So that's going to be a huge event. So check that out, ladies and gentlemen. Las Vegas 2023, that happens March. I'm going to say this off the top of my head, but I think it's 8th to 10th. But if I'm wrong, it's within those days. So it's always nice to go to Vegas in March.
The Demolition on the right, do they have 5 players out there? Can't tell.
I only see 4.
They have 5. He was hiding.
Did they?
So Demolition going to the Snake 1 on the break, but losing their center tower.
Mutiny all the way into this Snake insert right now. Firing his gun down.
Oh, and
but
Demolition getting a minor.
What is with Demolition?
I mean, whoever loses this match is going to blame the referees for penalties.
Yep.
But, like, both teams are getting flags
100%.
left and right.
Yep, 100%. And it's not just one.
Yeah, it's multiple players, multiple times.
Dan, do you have a problem?
Do
you have an addiction?
Oh, maybe coffee?
You have one you're working on, and someone just brought you yet another one.
Yeah, my wife dropped off a coffee for me because she knows that I love coffee.
Okay, just saying. I noticed that you had a little bit of shakes, so I wasn't sure.
I'm just excited. That's just me going.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I was a coffee drinker. I wish I could get involved in your culture. You look at it and talk about it as if it's like the greatest thing in the world, and I wish I could be a part of that.
I mean, you can be.
I'm invited. I mean, there's coffee places everywhere. It's not like there's a shortage of it. I don't prefer it. So
That's fair.
But I do like the caffeine fix, so I wish I could do that for that reason. But so paintball, ladies and gentlemen, Texas Demolition and Mutiny tied. What are you thinking here? I'll give you my 2 cents. If Demolition can stay out of the penalties,
I would say
they're
the
going to
same
get
for
the point.
both teams.
Yes, I agree. But Mutiny just seems to have a little bit of a one-up right now. Call it a chip on their shoulder, whatever you will.
Yeah.
But they seem to want it a little bit more right now.
They're
Demo's going
attacking
out
the
and doing
field
it
more.
Demo's almost a little defeated, but not. I'm not using that word. I don't mean to use that. But it's Mutiny's got a fire lit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're running a little harder, taking a little more spots. They did run Snake on the break or the Snake corner on the break for the first 3 or 4 points of this match. And I don't think Demolition did.
Yeah. And hey, thank you to all of you that are watching at home, by the way. You're watching us on YouTube on the Major League Paintball channel. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so that you know when we're live. And share this link to everyone out there because Major League Paintball is a new channel this year. We're looking at gaining some subs so more people know about us. So share it out there. Post the link up on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you can. Let people know you're watching because this is truly some of the best paintball that's being offered out there right now. Yes, you could argue the pro field, but not everybody has a subscription or wants to watch that. They want to watch the up and comers, and so hopefully people will be enjoying this.
The people out here on the semi-pro field are still top 1% of the world players. Right out there on the pro field, we're talking top 0.25%.
Yeah.
Here, they're still some of the best in the world.
Yeah. And my mom says I'm the best, to be honest. So I mean that should count for something out here.
Mom's opinions count for everything.
They do. She also says I'm handsome and that everybody likes me. But
Well, maybe not
I don't
everything.
know. I'm
then.
starting to think that maybe she's lying. So Mutiny and Demolition coming back on the field here in just over 30 seconds.
2 seconds.
I've got Demolition on my side of the field. I'm going to root for some clean play.
Yeah, I'd love to see these two teams play 5-on-5 for real.
Yep.
2 seconds.
Demolition,
10 seconds.
Mutiny not quite setting up yet. It looks like Travis Newsom on the Dorito side going to be shooting on the break.
Game on.
Okay, so
Mutiny
no,
is-
4 players alive for Mutiny or sorry, Demolition now.
Mutiny has 5. And Mutiny seeming very willing to push the center right now. Oh, Mutiny losing that center player.
4-on-4, Demolition playing clean. No penalties on both sides. I'm going to say that out loud. Yes, I am.
And I believe the
Oh,
center
Demolition at the
player
50.
for the Demolition shot the snake insert.
Come on,
So they're
Demo, let's
up a
get down
body
that
and they
field.
have positions. Still 2 minutes. You know, in my opinion, I think if Mutiny is playing the clock with 2 minutes left in a 4-on-3, and they have the 50, I would just maybe hedge a move because I think Demolition's going to get this point, barring any penalties.
I see a ref running. And he did not put his hands in his pocket, so everything's
He is calling
good.
him out. He is calling him out,
No
but
penalty.
no penalty.
So Demolition's still moving up the field. We've
Yeah,
got
they are
him-
on their side of the field in the center.
Yep.
And just
Well, he's crossed
applying
the field now.
pressure. Yes,
Yeah.
he's on the opposing 40 and just applying pressure to this can.
I'm seeing some pink paint out there. That pink is nice.
You like the pink?
Love the pink.
I find
Takes
it a
me
little
back.
harder to see on these red bunkers.
But for TV, that's good.
In the woods, I love it. You can see it from a mile away.
So look at this. My demo player here is at the center tower here. Mutiny holding on to the last minute here, and that's it. Demo
will get
gonna go clock this with 46 seconds left.
We will get a 40-second point here.
No, I think he's gonna slow it down. I think
You
he
think
wants to
he
end
wants
it
to
in
play
a tie.
overtime? He wants to play for overtime?
But can he? This is still prelims.
Yes. We have the pro rule book in semi-pro now. So we will get overtime.
I would rather play overtime than.
I mean, it's a 45-second point. You still have a shot at overtime, right?
Yeah. But again, with the penalty-ridden team that they are, no disrespect, Demolition, let's not take the chance. Let's start 5 alive and hope
Yeah,
to
but
keep
if you
it
get
that
the
way.
penalty in overtime, you have zero shot.
Yeah. Demolition's not getting it off the break. It's sort of just in gameplay.
I mean,
know?
I would argue same story for Mutiny.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they did get a couple penalties on the break. You know, notably, I remember J-Mac getting one for a pack hit coming across. But I also saw a Demolition player get hit in the loader on the break going to the Snake Tower and getting a minor for that.
Well, let's agree to disagree that you're right. Is that how that goes?
Yeah, sure. We can always pull it up later and see how wrong or right I am.
Oh, boy. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Semi-pro. This will be our last semi-pro split deck for a while because we're going to go into some women play next. And I'm pretty sure, so we'll get into that shortly. There may be a small break after this before we go into the women's play, but that's okay. Give you an opportunity to go and refuel yourself. You know, you too are an athlete. You are
Grab a coffee.
You are an at-home athlete watching on your phones, your screens. You need some caffeine. Maybe grab yourself a coffee. The Dan Sensi special where it's all caffeine and just one bean. So, yeah. But the way, if you watch any commercial for coffee or anybody on YouTube vlogging, showing off their coffee, it just looks so great. You know,
I mean,
the cream going
Oh,
in
yeah, it's
and like
delicious.
Like I don't like coffee, but yet I look at that and go, wow, that's so delicious,
When
or looks delicious.
to me, it tastes like chocolate milk when I get a coffee and a little bit of heavy cream. It tastes like chocolate milk.
Interesting. My brother-in-law likes to put chocolate milk in his coffee.
I could see that.
So I guess that helps too. For me, I put like 6 sugars and it still didn't do it for me.
All right, 24 seconds. Let's see if they dig or we're just going to play for overtime.
All right, so I've got Mutiny on my side of the field here. Let's see.
Demolition going short.
Oh, Mutiny running out of bounds.
Demolition going to the center, but we only have a few seconds left. But a lot of players for Demolition walking off right now. 3. They have 2, and we're going to go to overtime.
Yeah.
Time finished. Game stopped. No points. No points. Game finished.
2 minutes and then a 5-minute overtime. And I don't think it'll take 5 minutes to solve this overtime. don't see a break clock going yet. So maybe they're working on the computer a little bit before starting the break clock here. Yeah, so I don't know how we're treating pink paint on not the pro fields. There is an express rule against orange and pink paint in the rule book. So it appears like it's okay. But it's definitely in the rule book.
But I think you're right. But I also think that there's not enough pink out there consistently. It looks like maybe a pod snuck in.
Yeah.
If it was we've ran a tournament series as well where we've ordered orange fill, and every once in a while you get like a green or something, right?
Just
like
a random case makes it in.
Yeah. So, and that's the most obvious thing is when you're out there playing and you can see all the bunkers are covered in yellow and there's like a couple of just green or pinks or something like that. And if a player gets hit with a green ball and it's not a proper thing, does he get counted out?
Well, yeah. So as far as the rule book goes, from what I know, you can use any paint as long as it's a approved manufacturer. I could buy paint from Central Florida Paintball, bring it in here as long as it's one of the paint sponsors.
Okay.
But it can't be pink, orange, or blue, maybe?
Yeah.
Red. It's pink, orange, and red.
I love red paint. I think it looks really cool. But I played a big game where it was a Halloween big game, and they used red fill.
Was it Hell Survivors?
No,
Their
it was up
thing
in
is red
Canada.
paint.
There's other countries too.
Well, yeah. They're not as important.
But I tell you, it looked really cool. But there was times where like you'd get shot on your hand, and you'd look at it and you go like, oh, you'd have that couple of seconds where you'd freak out. But I do like the red for that purpose. But it still sort of skeeves me out.
Yeah, I wonder if there's an insurance thing with a lot of fields not using it, because it is manufactured. Hell Survivors, legendary field in Pinckney, Michigan. That's their thing. They use red left and right. But, you get shot in the hand or the neck or something or the ear, and you're like, am I bleeding right now? Yeah. You might have to see a paramedic and go, how much of this is blood, how much isn't?
Our field used to use an aqua fill because the aqua showed up enough that you could call a player out, but it was mute enough that if the rental guy just kind of wiped it on his camouflage rental jacket, it would disappear, right? Or the referee would. So for us, we found that to be a good option. We tried tournaments or not tournaments, but big games where we brought in like a purple fill because our logo was purple, and what a mess it made of the field. So like colors are an important thing when you're a field operator because you don't want those. On a tournament end, you want the brightest, the messiest, the gooeyest.
Yeah, when I was a brand new green player back in 2007 or 8, and the orange paint was the thing, and a couple years later they moved to yellow. I seem to remember it being the PSP events in Bolingbrook, Illinois. We were playing on just public parkland, and the park afterward was just pink.
Yep.
We were shooting orange, but it would dry bright pink, and it was there for weeks.
Yeah,
so I think the Park Service had a problem with it.
And the same thing still happens with us. We run in a series called the OPL, Ontario Paintball League in Canada, and same thing. We have orange fill paint, and you look at it a few minutes later, and you're like, well, who's shooting pink? Because that's the color it goes to. My favorite was Evil used to have an ultra pink, or a nasty pink they'd call it, and if you even used bare skin and touched it, you'd stain. Like it took a couple of showers to get rid of that.
Yeah, I think that's what we're using in ICPL these days.
Yeah.
Another MLP event series. But my fingernails are just now not pink.
Yeah.
A couple weeks later.
Yeah. I mean, I like how I look with the pink nails, but I just,
Sometimes you just feel pretty.
Absolutely.
We didn't have a break clock. The referees are just going to start us at 10 seconds.
Yeah.
When both teams decide that they're ready to play.
But you'll notice that the refs spent their time squeegeeing all the bunkers.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't
Hopefully nobody gets
time.
a penalty for rub.
Yeah.
That is the worst, especially in an overtime point.
Yep. But this also gives all the players and everybody a chance to calm down.
Mm-hmm.
Think about what they're going to do.
And, this match as a whole has kind of been wild. Demolition made up of mostly newer players to the semi-pro division. Had a chance to just check out the roster. So a lot of D3 types. and they're putting up a heck of a fight against a very experienced Mutiny team. A lot of players on that team have played pro. All of them have played semi-pro for a few years. I think it was back in 2016, Mutiny was in the running for the pro spot for winning semi-pro. So it was, they're playing real well out here and not letting this match get away from them and having a shot.
Yep.
So winner take all in 10 seconds. Here we go.
Clock is running. All right, let's see what Mutiny's got on the left side of your screen.
5 players alive for Demolition, going short on the snake side, but extending to the Dorito 1. And, he's going to take a look. Referee's getting in there.
So 5 bodies alive for Mutiny. Kind of slowed it down a little bit. We do have 5 minutes. This is sudden death. So there's a lot on the line here for
Referee
this
is
one point.
still in on this center player, this Snake Tower player, now Snake Juice Box, and he is going to get a minor.
Of course.
On top of his pack, that's a rough call. I mean, I couldn't see how the player was playing, if he was playing or if he was just waiting for it.
But here's the thing, if a ref sees the pack hit and the athlete flinch, that's another story. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I know what you're saying.
I missed the hit, so I'm just speculating, so I'm not trying to call anybody out.
It appears that he was holding like the top backside of his pack, like over the small of his back. Like he got shot on a slide in or something. And Demolition, now with that minor, losing a 3rd body out of the snake side can.
Mutiny passing the 50 in the snake.
Yeah, he needs to
Big
let his
move
teammates
here.
help him just a little bit. He's going to catch a foot maybe,
Oh, he's got him.
and that's going to be everybody.
Yeah.
So-
So Mutiny's going to take this in overtime in under a minute and a half.
Make sure you're clean.
I was
You
going to
guys-
say, I'd
yep,
best
take
be
your time.
checking. See who's the biggest or the cleanest.
Yep. Just take your time. Take a full minute and make sure this guy's alive.
Yeah, I've seen that before. Yeah,
Yeah, so congratulations to Indianapolis Mutiny.
absolutely. So we're going to leave you guys for a few minutes, and we're going to have the Women's League start. About 11:25 is when they're scheduled. Maybe they'll be here early, maybe not. But make sure you guys are tuned into this channel in case they run a few minutes early. But that'll be 11:25 today. And, Dan, thanks for being on the show. Maybe
Thanks
we'll
for having
see you
me on.
tomorrow morning or another time.
Always a great time to be here.
Thank you guys for watching at home, and we'll see you guys back shortly.